You a Star Wars fan? Because you'll be amazed at number one, that a lot of women might be into the shit that you're into, but you're so worried about her judging you that you don't give it half a chance. But also some of the things that you're not into, you'll be amazed at how women would want to get into it because they want to get closer to you.
A lot of times they say shit like, "Oh, I'm free on weekends," or I'm usually free on Thursdays," or whatever the hell. So if it makes sense, then I schedule a date.
If she really liked you from the get-go, there would be no reward system you would have to look for to do anything for, right? Because it would automatically be there, And I like to do this in conversation sometimes. When you're speaking with somebody and you'll hear a girl say something like, "I'll never do this," or "I don't like this," or "I don't like that." And then you'll notice you'll say, "Nah, I kind of like it. I like it when blah, blah, blah." And she's like, well, yeah, when you say it like that, I like it, And it's just kind of like, yeah, you switched up awfully fast for somebody that just really said they don't like something. And so, there's always been clues out there for fellas to understand, like, yo, if they really like you, they will change their whole political party.
They're not giving her real instruction. They're not letting her know what it really is. And most dudes don't do it. Most dudes don't say what it is because they're afraid to hear no, or they're afraid to bring up sex too early and all of this and all of that. But the bottom line is this. Either, again, and somebody said it, either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand? Either she's feeling you or she's not. We got to stop all this nonsense, man. Guys are too afraid to hear no, and it's like I'd rather hear no than to waste 2, 3, 4 dates and time spent, money spent, and all this other shit just to find out that you wasn't feeling me any damn way. You see what I'm saying? But so with me, first date is cool. If you don't want to do it on the first date, no problem. You could be on your period or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that could be off on the first date, right? It doesn't matter. But second date, you gotta know what it
is. For me, I like exclusive vagina to me. And that's because I don't want to catch nothing to have my later years messed up. And I like to stroke without no condom on. It feels great.
No.
So I like this.
So you like to be hugged by the sugar walls? You like to be hugged?
Yeah. I like that velvet, plush velvet. The smoothness. So,
but even then, J. Roman, I hear you.
He don't get up for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the reason is because he has to conserve his energy to do 3 full workouts a day up until his competition date. You understand? So when he's in season, he literally just works out as hard as he can. Then he sits on the couch and his wife brings him everything. The only thing she don't do is fucking piss for him, right? So what I'm saying is, it's one thing to have a wife that does it, because you said earlier, these were the words you used. You said a woman who says, "Oh, I rock with this dude, so I don't mind doing this." But see, it's a difference between a woman who doesn't mind and a woman who cheerfully wants to do it. Understand the position of a simp. Make sure you understand the position of a friend zone nigga. Make sure you understand that a man doesn't do anything for nothing. You understand? So run the game, be careful, and do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's right there, J. Roman. And that's the problem. Your main chick should always be prioritized over all the new chicks. Right? The new chicks should not get preferential treatment. Right? So what would make it difficult for a lot of women is if you're giving girlfriend treatment to the new chick. Right? So this is why when you very first meet women, you have to establish boundaries and parameters where they got to earn everything. So that way, when the main chick is with you and she knows you're dealing with new women, she knows they have to go through the gauntlet too. They just don't get shit quicker. Like
Kerry K setting the blade, sagging. Miles Cunham with the game so tight. J. Roman lit the torch, keeping it right. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law. Kerry K drops jewels, the crowd enthralled. Words cut deep, no need for brawls. Miles Cunningham, tactic sharp like a dagger. Navigates the game, makes the haters stagger. Journey to manhood, no easy feat. Lessons from the masters, words concrete. J. Roman with the keys, opens the door. Manhood's the path, gotta crave for more. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law.
Yo. What's going on?
What's good? My voice is dry than a motherfucker. What's good, fellas?
What's up, Henry? What's happening, guys?
What's up, man? Happy Saturday to everybody.
All right, so before we... There you go. So before we get into this, y'all got anything y'all want to plug right quick?
Yeah, of course, man. Make sure y'all go to Cunningham Elements and get your soap. Go to Cunningham Elements and get your soap. Wait, did it? All right. And order your shea butter as well. All right. And then also got your masculine identity fragrances. We got the sport and the original, so make sure y'all go and get that too, man. And we also got other types of soap there. We got rose, lavender, and lemon mint. So, man, make sure you guys get all of your cool shit. You know, holiday season's coming up. They're great for gifts and all that. So, yeah, man, let's get it. CunninghamElements.com.
All right, so I gotta cop me some of that fragrance.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, me and my son we're collectors.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's got like 50 different bottles. The kid's like a crazy collector.
yeah. I feel him on that. Yeah, I got a lot of bottles myself. Yep.
I don't have 50, but I probably have maybe more than 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's good enough for me for right now. You know,
yeah. I'm at about like
not the cheapest shit.
2025. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I get samples and shit. Like there's like companies out there that sell smaller bottles of just these bigger ones. You know, they're like $400 for 120 ml. It's like first of all, I'm not going to drop that much, but also it's going to take me forever to use 120 ml.
Yeah.
So I just get like 10 to 15 ml of the same thing, you know, with these companies that do that. They cut it up for you.
Oh, that's what's up. See, I like old school shit. I like the old fragrances, Drakkar, Fahrenheit. I like that old shit personally. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking with the Aquadizio and the new shit too, but I like the old shit too. So I just want to point that out. So what are we talking about today? Stop waiting for choosing signals why passive men always lose. Now, the reason why I really want to, get at this topic is because, and I know Miles, you and Elle, you guys do a lot of live streams where this inevitably comes up. Okay, even if it's not the topic, it comes up in the comment section, the live chat, the calls, it comes up. And this is what guys have to understand. And let me just say this. There's a big difference between you just chilling, minding your business, and you happen to look up and you catch a young woman's eye. Mm-hmm. And you be like, oh, wait a minute, I ain't even noticed that. Let me make my way on over there. That's one thing. But when you talk about guys who wait for choosing signals, in order for you to, quote unquote, wait for a choosing signal, you would have to identify a woman or women you are attracted to, and you would have to put yourself in proximity and just stare at her until she stares back. That's basically what you're doing. That's basically what you're doing is you're putting yourself in the proximity of a woman you are attracted to instead of being a man, being assertive and going up there and getting your meal for the evening or whatever it is you're trying to do, right? You would rather sit on the sideline, get us what waiting for choosing signals is, and you would rather safely navigate the dating scene because of your insecurities. So you want to wait for a woman to give you a signal that you have her blessing to approach. I'm gonna let y'all take it from there.
Well, it's a matter of leadership, right? It's a matter of knowing exactly what you want. Most men, average guys, they're waiting to be told, right? Because a lot of them don't want to hear no. They don't want to face any challenge or friction. So they're waiting to be told everything, right? They're waiting to be notified when everything's ready or when the coast is clear, so to speak. Because they don't want any challenges. They don't want to hear any no's, right? So, but see, that is, in my opinion, that's not masculine, right? That's not what being a man is, right? A man has desired circumstances, right? And either he explores the world for them, and once he realizes that he cannot find them, then he starts to create it, right? So it's really all about being unreasonable, so to speak, meaning that what I desire is what I'm going to either get or create, regardless of anyone's validation or approval. And so it's the same thing goes for attracting a young lady. Like, it's like, I'm not waiting for you to give me the coast is clear. I'm not waiting. There are guys out there that, if they see a girl with headphones on, like they won't stop her. Like me, I'll get all up in her face, like, hey, excuse me. Like, if I want to talk to you, I'm gonna talk to you. You understand? Because I understand that I'm here to make your day, right? So, but see, and that's a whole nother conversation too, where it's like the guy doesn't even think that he's worthy, right? The guy doesn't think that he deserves to attract the things that he wants to attract in his life, and so many other, different parts of his self-esteem is real low, and this, that, and the third. So, again, it's like it's just overall a lack of leadership and not believing in oneself.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just thinking that when someone is in that mindset of looking for choosing signals, that means that they're scanning a lot. Like they're looking, excuse me, in order to catch the choosing signal, that means you have to be scanning a lot to see, is she sending them? Is she sending them? She's sending them, right? Constantly on this, like, it makes me think of, if you ever seen like a rabbit or a chipmunk or something like that, they're always looking around to see, like, what's coming at them.
They're on a swivel, looking for danger.
Exactly. And so it's like there's tension there. It's not a relaxed sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say this is the behavior of a relaxed, grounded man. This is somebody who is skittering. You know what I mean? They've got tension. There's anxiety. It's like a higher sort of energy that's not grounded, relaxed, chill, and just kind of being present. It's just looking for what's looking at you, and that's entirely weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's not what a man does. And I'll add this as well, because, we're men, right? If we're minding our business, chilling, and we happen to look up and there's something that we see and we happen to catch eyes, we're going to go over there. Like, oh, wait a minute, there's something that I might be interested in, putting on the team one day. Let me go out and see what's up. But if you're losing for choosing signals, and who said that? Who said I'm definitely guilty of that? Frankie Shy. And you can clear this up for me, because I don't look for choosing signals. So if you happen to be looking for choosing signals and you see a woman glance at you and turn away real quick, do you keep staring until she turn back? And then maybe is that what y'all do? Like, I really want to know this shit, because and what did Jillian say? Right? If you're staring at her, the only signal you'll get is what the fuck? Because Jillian, and I'm curious, Jillian, do you notice that shit? Do you notice guys staring at you, and then maybe after 5, 10, 15 minutes, they finally approach, right? Because guys got to understand, if you're constantly, and Justin, you said, scanning. So if you're scanning, you're likely to catch the eye of the same woman multiple times before you build up enough courage to finally go over there. So during that time, she's looking at you like, this motherfucker. He know I'm looking at him. I know he's looking at me. Why is he taking so long? So already, if and when you do approach, you're working from a deficit, because she already thinks you're passive. Period. She already thinks you're a passive guy. Look, we're lions out here. We hunt. right? You choose a signal, guys. Have you ever seen a lion in captivity, how small it is compared to a lion in the wild? You ever see that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Now the coat is beautiful because they take care of it. They wash it. The coat is beautiful. But when you look at a lion, a male lion, a full-grown male lion in captivity compared to one in the wild, the size is it's a lot bigger, right? Because the other one is hand-fed. It can't go hunt its meat. It's got to wait until its master feeds it. Kind of like you guys that are waiting for choosing signals. You have to wait to get what you desire and want as a man. You have to wait on a woman to give you permission, and still, you're not going to get it in most cases.
Right. Exactly. And
Okay,
and,
so
and you're not going to get it on your terms.
that right there, Miles, right there. You're not going to get it on your terms. Because here's the thing with choosing signals. Can you see a woman staring at you, smiling, and you walk over there and talk? Well, here's the issue. The fact that you were even waiting for choosing signals already, you're a passive guy. So once you go over there, guess what you're still going to be when you start talking? A passive guy. So the woman is already feeling like she's in a lead position. Because when you wait for women, you literally forfeit your power in that situation, right? So she got it all, right? The fact that you're waiting for permission means she has the power. So even when you talk, are you going to be assertive and dominant? No, you're going to be passive in your conversation, still waiting for permission. So guys, the call-in line is open, 1-844-672-7300, 1-844-672-7300. Call in. It's free, motherfuckers, for now. Don't wait till too late. Like, we got shit to do. Right, I know I got some shit to do. Look, also, if you got a question, put a Q in the chat followed by your question. The sooner you ask it, the sooner we'll get to it. If you ask some goofy shit, I'm skipping right over your shit. I'm just letting you know. Right? So the truth is, there we go.
All right, we got 510. You are on live with The Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hi, Sam, California, 36. Miles, I sent you a donation. I'm the tree, but I sent you the donation, $5.
Okay, yeah, I got it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, I get it. The game is about me as the man and loving myself. And you guys say either a woman likes you or she doesn't.
Okay.
So how does having game change that? Does having game up my odds exponentially?
Your odds? What do you mean?
Like, you know, you approach 100 women a day. If you don't have game, you'll get one.
Game isn't about women.
No, you're still looking at it gynocentrically. You're still making it about the pussy. Your question was like, does it increase my odds? Like, if I do this thing, can I get more pussy? You're still making it about pussy. The when we say like the game is about you, having game is more so about developing the relationship between you and yourself.
Facts.
And then that has an effect on how people in general interact with you. It changes the dynamic. So, but you don't do it for the sake of changing that dynamic. It just happens to be the case. Does that make sense?
So,
Yeah,
caller, what you fail to understand. Okay, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Respond to what Justin said. My bad. Go ahead.
Does that make sense, caller?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So, caller, what you fail to understand is game basically is information, knowledge, a strategy, right? When you think about information or knowledge, when you experience something, you should learn something from everything you experience, whether it's positive or negative. So that experience is information. Okay, you're gaining knowledge from that experience. Now, once you gain the knowledge from that experience, you need to apply it going forward. That's wisdom, right? So an example would be this. If you keep approaching women and you're passive and you keep having difficulties, the game isn't about getting a woman. The game is recognizing and having self-awareness that I'm doing something wrong. I need to switch up. The switching up is not about getting women. The switching up is about creating a certain quality of life, right? Even when we talk about dating relationships and all of that, in order for you to have a certain quality of life outside of that, you need to have a quality of life with yourself. and then you attract the women that are meant to be in your life, if that makes sense. Y'all got it.
Mm-hmm. So, caller,
Yes.
do you follow politics any at all?
Not really. I don't really pay attention to the news much.
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with how candidates campaign and run for office? Are you at least familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay. So how does a candidate, run a successful campaign?
They go to different states, they run their campaign, they preach their preach, and try to get the crowd on their side.
Oh, so
I guess.
Okay, so something specific that you said just now. They try to get the crowd on their side. That means they have a certain idea or philosophy that they run on, right?
Yes.
And they go to different places and they explain or they reiterate and market their philosophy, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, but so do they change their philosophy every next state they go to?
No.
They pretty much run on the same message, basically, correct?
Pretty much, yes.
Exactly. Now, sometimes if they're in certain, like if they're doing a rally for the steel workers, right? They might talk about different points of their campaign strategy that speaks directly to the steel workers, so to speak, right? But it's still under the umbrella of the same message, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm trying to explain to you is it's really not about your odds. It's really about the effectiveness of your message. Do you understand?
Right.
And what makes your message effective is how true it is to the real you, meaning your masculine identity. Like, that's why I always talk about a masculine identity. So who are you exactly, right? And how effective is your message, and how well do you market yourself? How well do you represent yourself? That's the real question, right? So you're talking about, how do I increase my odds? But you're focused on trying to please the women, right? You're focused on trying to, for example, in the example that I gave, that would be the candidate trying to please the voters, right? But what did you say that the candidate does? The candidate has a basic message and a basic identity, and he runs on that, and then he finds the voters that agree with that message, correct?
Correct. The thing is, before I found you guys, I fucked up a situation. Like, I fucked up. You guys are gonna be pissed at me. I mean, I get it.
No, I'm not gonna be. It's your life. I'm not gonna be pissed at you at all. That's your life. But go ahead.
No, so I approached this woman and I got her number, right? And I texted her. I was like, "You wanna let's go out for drinks this weekend?" She said she was busy. That weekend she was busy. So I gave her one pass. She was busy, right?
Okay.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt. This is before I found you guys.
Okay.
The next time I hit her up, I'm like, "Hey, look, I find you." I straight up told her because I didn't want to bullshit. I didn't want to lie, because I'm 36.
You already did. You already bullshitted. But go ahead.
No. I straight up told her, "Look, I find you sexually attractive."
Nope.
All right. So you told
so
you
what happened? My bad. What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah. I find you sexually attractive. And let me know whenever you want to link up for drinks. And she just left me on red. I see her often, though. I pass by her.
Okay. Stop right there. Let me stop right there. Okay. Caller. Yeah. You weren't straight up. Okay, let me break it down to you. Okay, this is what all guys need to understand. You need to understand this. The very first time you encounter a woman that you are interested in or attracted to, how you conduct yourself in that interaction, that's her perception of you. Whatever you did or said in that interaction, exceptions aside, that is her perception of you. So let's break this down. So you approached her, you got her number.
I got another confession to make.
Go ahead.
Somebody wearing a collar in here?
This is before I found you guys. I didn't know about you guys. This is before I found you guys. I told her another guy likes her,
What?
and he wants to get at her.
Oh my god.
What is this, high school?
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. I can't take no more. Okay, caller, listen. Caller, listen. Because this ain't just for you. Okay, caller, listen. Y'all got to remember when y'all call in that we're talking to you, but we're also talking to other guys that need the help as well. So the first, again, you approached her, you got the number. What you should have did when you were face to face, you should have said all of that shit in front of her to her face. That's what you should have did. Not over the phone or a text message. That's passive. That's why she ignored you. Because you're passive and boring.
So do I go around her?
Questions?
Should I just avoid her? What do I
No. She doesn't want you.
She already charged you, man.
Yeah, she charged you. She doesn't want you, bro.
What is she at your job or something? What do you mean go around her or avoid her? Where is she? Like, what's the proximity?
So I mean, I work there, but I see her. She doesn't work there. You know what I mean? Like she like jogs around there.
So what's the problem? Are you afraid you might run into her or something?
Yeah, so I just avoid that whole area.
How old are you?
I'm not trying to be a little bitch.
Bro. Wait. How old are you again?
36.
So you're 36 years old and you're afraid to run into a woman that you asked out, and because she said no, you're gonna feel awkward about it.
That's why I'm calling in and asking you guys. Like,
no. You're asking us. Your questions are revealing how you feel, and what I'm saying is, you're 36 years old, bro. Like, why are we still? Like, why do we still? All right, let me ask you a question. How many sexual partners have you had in your lifetime?
I've had like 13, 14.
13, 14. How did you manage to have sex with those 13, 14? Honestly,
I was younger at the time, right? And
you were younger. So how long has it been? How long has it been since your last sexual experience?
1 year.
It's been a year. So all right, the last chick you had sex with, how did that go down?
It was good.
No.
Was it a girlfriend of yours?
I didn't ask you if it was good. I asked you, how did it happen? How did it go down?
I chance into it. You know how you guys say, like, you chance into things? Like, I chance into it.
Yeah,
like,
your dick just fell into some pussy. You didn't make it happen.
Pretty much.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I chanced into all that.
So like, you were macking on accident. You were macking on accident.
Oh,
I was macking on accident. I didn't even know what I was doing back then. You know what I mean?
Real quick. Okay. No. Okay, real quick. And caller, I'm glad you called in because you said something that I want to highlight. And this makes so much sense to me, right? Because you said you don't want to be around the same area that she jogs at because you don't want to run into her. Now it makes sense why you guys really don't holler at chicks in bars and nightclubs, because you are afraid if she rejects you, then you got to see her again. That makes perfect sense why y'all don't get at bitches. It makes sense. Now, here's the thing, caller. You made it weird for yourself. It's not weird for her. She's good, right? You're invisible to her. And you made it weird for yourself. Yeah, exactly. And what I mean by that is, you kind of harassed her, bro. Low key, you kind of harassed her a little bit, right? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you harassed her. Because you hit her up, you asked her out for a drink. She didn't respond, and then you said, "Fuck this. I'm going to up the ante and just get sexual with the next one." That's passive aggressive. That's not assertive. That's not being direct. Anytime you start off passive.
With the next one? What do you mean with the next one? It was the same one.
Okay, but listen, my point is, anytime you start off passive and then you try to be assertive or direct later on, the woman is still going to see you as passive. That's not going to change how she perceives you. Y'all got it.
All right.
Well, here's a little lesson on the game, and it's a little bit deeper than what I think you're looking for. I think what you're looking for is what a lot of guys come to YouTube looking for, and that's tactics. They're looking for tactics on how to get more pussy.
Gimmicks.
But let me tell you something about the game and what happens when you traverse into the neighborhood of men is that you give less and less fucks about pussy. It becomes less and less meaningful. And it hasn't anything to do with the volume, the amount of women you have or whatever. Because I know dudes who get pussy all the time and they still worship the fuck out of pussy. They're addicted to it, right? Because they need it for their ego. Right. So they get good. They learn those tactics to get good at supplying themselves with the drug that they need so that they can feel whole within themselves and feel like a man. But really, they're not. They're still a boy who chases validation. So what the game teaches you when you go through it correctly is it breaks down that fucking childish ego and you come into the neighborhood of manhood where you don't need these external things to help you feel better about yourself. Right. And that starts creating like a gravitational force and a pillar within you that you don't need women. But then when you are still interested, you don't become like asexual or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But when you like approach a woman or you start interacting with a woman, you're no longer about the pussy because you're just like, who gives a fuck? Like that has no sway over me whatsoever. Really, I'm here to assess if you are good enough for my dick. That's really what it is, because once you come into this mindset and living in this neighborhood, you realize the tremendous impacts that you can have on a woman, and that cannot be bestowed upon any girl who wants to open her legs for you, because anything that's given away freely reduces in value. See what I'm saying? That's why, like, shout out to Steve. He always talks about diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, the reason why diamonds are just a mineral, the reason why they're perceived as valuable is because they're withheld from the market. There's a fuck ton of diamonds in the world, but they withhold them from the market to increase the value. If they just took that shit and just dumped it, they mailed diamonds to everybody who had a mailing address, the value of that shit would just fucking plummet. And this is what guys do with their dick. This is what the game teaches you to value and get away from. And you start valuing everything about you. And also because you realize that you can influence and change somebody. So really what the game is teaching, if you get into this properly, sir, is that you will come to realize that you're doing all this shit for the wrong fucking reasons. Because you worship pussy because of some other shit about validation and emotional security and self-doubt and all that shit.
Right. Let me jump in here right quick.
I chanced into those 13 or 14 encounters, so I feel like that's in my mind right now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know. I get this entitlement. You know.
Okay.
At that point, I was like, I just find you sexually attractive.
Caller. I'm gonna go back to what Justin was saying, right? I'm gonna go back to what he was saying. On the internet, on YouTube, right? There's a lot of guys that have no clue as to what being a man is or manhood is. There's a lot of guys that think being a man is attached to how successful you are and your dick, how many women you have sex with. Okay, here's the problem with that, right? And Mr. Justin said something. And I'll just use myself as an example. When I see a woman who visually catches my eye, I am not sexually aroused. I don't want to fuck her right now, right? I'm just curious. So when I go introduce myself, the moment I say, hi, my name is, I am evaluating her, right?
Right.
Yes. Does she look like a woman I might want to get naked and have in my bed? But I got to hear her talk. I got to see where her mind is at in relation to my physical presence. So the problem with a lot of you guys, this is what you guys do. You see a woman, you like the way she looks, and you want to fuck no matter what. You're like, fuck it, I'm fucking no matter what I got to do, I'm going to try to fuck her. That's what you guys do. That's not what a man does. What a man does, yes, he visually says, I like what I see. But I need to see if this chick is a good fit for me and where I'm going to place her in my life. Let me ask you a question. Do you have plans for women in your life?
Honestly, I'm just trying to get it in at this point.
So you don't have no plans. So do you not understand, even if you're having casual sex encounters, you still need to have a plan for how you deal with those women? Go ahead, Miles.
Well, what you said, get it in. Do you at least know what that looks like? Getting it in, or whatever you said.
Yeah, just like a fuck buddy situation.
Okay, so what's the offer? What's the plan? Where how many times a month? Whose place you going to? You going to a hotel? What are we doing?
A hotel once every other week, maybe twice a month. That's about it.
Maybe.
Who pays?
Most to what was that?
Who pays? Who's paying?
She pays. I'm not paying for that.
So have you ever had a woman pay for a hotel before?
Yes.
How many times?
It was my ex-girlfriend from years ago. She used to pay.
That don't count. That don't count. No. That don't count. Casual sex. Okay, guys. When I say, have you ever had a woman pay for a hotel? It has to be a woman you just met, and either it's the first time you guys are having sex, or maybe the second or the third time. But either way, it's a woman you just met, not no girlfriend or a woman you seriously dating. It has to be a genuine, real, casual sex encounter. Have you ever had a woman pay for a hotel under that circumstance?
So for the casual, Zach, you're speaking about, I chanced into that. I met a girl outside the club. She said, I started talking to her, and we just went back to her car. That's just what we went back to her car.
So you never had a woman. Okay, so back to what I said earlier. You've never had a woman pay for a hotel, right? Other than your girlfriend?
No. Other than girlfriend, no.
Okay, but people, what you just said, I ain't paying for that shit. She is. So what does the conversation look like when you tell a chick that she coming out of her pocket to get the dick? What does that conversation look like?
Well, I haven't had that experience yet, so I don't know what the conversation will look like because the last one was hard.
Okay, but you just said, this is what you just said. I ain't paying for that shit. She's paying for that shit. So can you give us just a little bit of what you might say to get her to pay for that shit that you ain't gonna pay for?
I'll be like, if you want this, you gotta put in some work. I mean, I don't know what else I would say.
Is that how you gonna do it, player? Player, is that how you gonna do it?
I'm not a player.
Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. Oh, we know that. Y'all got it.
Now you're just saying stuff that sounds good to us.
When I sound good to us. Somebody, maybe I'll get to that level, but I'm not a player yet. But what I would say is that you're talking about if I approach a woman from scratch.
Yeah, new woman. A brand new woman. Never met her before. Never seen her a day in your life. Yeah, her.
Okay, scenario, I go to a bar, nightclub, whatever. I'll go up to a woman, excuse me, my name is, I give her my name, I'll ask for her name. How you doing tonight? You know what you're drinking, whatever. Hey, listen, I find you kind of attractive. Let's get out of here.
Kind of? Is that what you're going to tell her? I find you kind of attractive? Is that what you're going to tell a woman? Kind of?
No.
So Carl, I'm going to stop you right. No, that came out your mouth. Stop it. Carl, listen. Okay, and you do something that a lot of guys do. A lot of you guys who don't know how to flirt, you don't know how to evoke sexual curiosity from a woman. A lot of you guys, this is what you do. And I caught you doing it. You said, I find you attractive. Let's get out of here. So do you really think if you tell a woman, I find you attractive, let's get out of here? Do you really think women are just going to be like, okay.
No,
where's the real conversation? It's not a conversation.
I was just giving you a summarized version. I mean, I'll talk my shit a little bit, but, you know. I'll talk
Yeah.
about
All right, y'all got it.
Color, I think you've got like a lot of work to do, honestly. Your mindset, like the deeper, more core stuff that I talked about with the relationship to yourself, your relationship to sex, how you view women, like and how you interact with women. All those levels, like from the deeper inside stuff all the way to the outside stuff of human interaction, all that stuff is out of alignment. Like, and you're just trying to get pussy. So like if we were working together, we wouldn't even fucking get into that shit. Okay. We'd be looking at like, why do you want this in the first place? Why the fuck do you want a woman? And because here's the thing. When you come back to that neighborhood thing, when you come live into my neighborhood, you don't want them anymore. But it's not a place of disgust, like get the fuck out of here. You're just not in a place of wanting. It's them wanting you. That's the difference, right? Like think about it. What's sexier? A man on his knees saying, "Can I fuck?" or a woman on her knees saying, "Can I fuck?" You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in the position of hunger. It looks terrible on a man. Absolutely awful. Okay? So just know this. And the reason why you're in that position of hunger is due to something deeper inside you. It has nothing to do with pussy or the woman that's in front of you. Like you've got some shit that you need to get straight.
Well, and let me add this. Caller, let me add this. And this is what y'all don't get. When y'all approach women, you can't hide your energy. The real energy you have, any type of hangups, insecurities that you have, you can't hide those from women. Like even in your conversation, right? Women can tell if you're nervous. Women can tell if you're inexperienced. Women can just tell. They can tell. So what you guys have to understand, in order for a woman to view you as a guy she might want to have sex with, you can't come at her, like Justin said, hungry. You can't have that stench of desperation, that stench of I haven't got no pussy in a while. Can you give me yours? Right? Because this is what guys have to understand. Anytime a woman makes a decision to have sex with a man that she just met, she's making that decision due in part to she thinks she can benefit from that experience. She thinks she might get something out of that experience. When you guys are approaching women with this assertive and indirect energy, women are looking at you like, I just don't see the fun in it. I just don't see how, because a lot of you guys, this is how you present yourself. I really want to bust a nut and I want you to help me. Can you? That's how you guys present yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
Actually, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Good.
No,
Right.
you can say what you don't do. I'm telling you, how women are reading you is completely different than how you view yourself. Yeah, I promise you, how women view you is not at all how you view yourself.
Yeah. Just know that color.
I don't know
Just
how to
know
cut
that.
across without touching them. You know what I mean? That I'm a pleaser. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's very telling that you said you're a pleaser.
Because I give massages, I do all the 9 yards. Massages, just massages. I don't do any of the other stuff. But
Now that's very telling that you said that you're a pleaser, because that indicates the stuff that I was telling you about. Because the reason you learned to be a pleaser, this is not something like innate in men, right? It's something that you learned, excuse me, a long time ago as a means to gain the approval of women. I guarantee that you had a somewhat similar relationship with your mother. That you learned to be the pleaser for your mom.
He's a single. He grew up in a single mother.
Is that it? The dad wasn't around.
That's what he's. Yeah.
no, I mean he's back home now after what?
Right. So what happened? So what's really common? I don't know because we haven't really talked into detail, but typically what happens is what gets developed is a codependent relationship with the mother, which then sets an archetype of female, like this archetype of female of how one relates to women, and you carry that codependent relationship along with women. So if you get into the covert contracts, like I'm not going to tell you this, but if I do X, I'm going to expect to be treated Y. All right. So if I'm a good boy, if I'm helpful, if I'm accommodating, if I rub your feet, if I do this thing, if I get you this, if I pay attention to you, if I give you the flowers, give you the massage, do this, then I'm hoping to get the respect, the desire, the adoration, or at least the attention from the girl that I'm expecting to get that from. And so you're putting her in this position of being in authority in your life, right? Do you see how do you see how the game is? It has everything to do with you. That's just an example, like a small example, but it's something so small, but it permeates everything that you do with respect to women.
Let me add this, because you said some real shit, Justin. And one of the things that I've noticed, like with a lot of serial deleters, I don't want to say the K word because YouTube be tripping, but serial deleters, a lot of them who delete women, you can trace it back to their mother. Yeah, there was a funky relationship with their mother, and it's usually what I found is usually like when guys are doing that with prostitutes, is usually because their mother was promiscuous and they have a hatred towards women. It's usually that, right? Or maybe their mother was a sex worker herself, so now because they felt like I didn't grow up with the proper love because my mama was this, so now I'm going to punish all women that was like my mother, right?
Yep.
Now, back to what you said, Justin, this is some deep shit, right? And a lot of times, guys, there's things going on with y'all that can be traced back to your childhood, but it's no excuse, though. Not an excuse because you're a grown
absolutely
man.
Not. Absolutely not.
Okay. So what happens to your point, Justin, what happens is because you didn't get the validation, you didn't get something from your mother, you seek it in other women, right? And case in point, when you got that woman's number, and you hit her up for a drink and she didn't respond, you felt entitled to her time, which is why you hit her up again.
Right. So because I had a single parent household, am I subconsciously, like, I'm not conscious of this? Like,
that's not the reason. No. Hold on. Listen. Stop right there. Not all guys who come from a single mother household think like you. So it's not just the single mother situation. It's the dynamic surrounding that. So let me explain what I mean. If you have a guy that comes from a single mother household, but he has uncles who are masculine men who know how to deal with women, if he has football coaches or masculine mentors, he's not going to turn out like you. No offense, but he's going to have a different experience, and he's going to view himself differently, and he's going to view women differently because he had mentorship in his life from masculine men. Yeah, I got it.
What was your question, caller?
What was that again?
You were about to say something. What was your? I think you were leading with another question.
Because, like, I was in the single parent household, and no, I didn't really have uncles to that grew up around me or I grew up with. Am I, like, subconsciously, like, I'm not conscious of this, like, I'm not even aware I'm doing this, like, in somehow, some way, am I coming across feminine to these women? Because I'm not really trying to.
Oh yeah.
Well, no. What it is? Well, yes, and no, yes, but not in the way that you're thinking. Yes, but not in the way that you're thinking. It is because that thought alone is feminine. The thinking, am I coming across a certain way? That's a feminine thing to do. This is exactly what women do.
No, based on what I just did.
Right. So I'm saying, like, just by asking that question alone, by saying, am I feminine? Am I perceived a certain way because I do X, Y, Z? It's not the actions that you do. The thought itself is gynocentric.
It's the mentality.
It's because that's what girls do. Girls are constantly aware of perception. They're constantly aware of the perception of others, about how they are perceived, how they show up, how men see them, how their girlfriends see them, how this sees them, how that sees them. They're constantly aware of this 360 view of how they're being perceived. And so when you're having a gynocentric mentality developed over years, that's how you learn to think. And you just asked a question which just revealed that that's how you think.
Mm-hmm. And let me add this. And caller, women don't decipher things like you think. meaning they're not going to say he's acting feminine. They're not necessarily going to look at it that way. They might just say he's just lame. They might just say that he's just lame, right? They're not going to decipher it and break it down in their head about what type of behavior you might be exhibiting. All they know is they ain't feeling your shit. That's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
But passive. Okay, you got to look real quick, right? When we talk about positive, negative charge, femininity, masculinity, right? Being assertive, being passive, right? You can equate being passive with being more feminine. It doesn't make you a feminine man because you're passive, right? It doesn't make you a feminine man because you're passive. You can say it's a feminine trait, maybe, but you can't. I'm not going to call you a feminine man because you're passive, right? Because guys who are passive, you can still get sex. If you're passive, you can still get into a relationship, but it's the type of treatment that you get from women. And therein lies the difference. Guys, for all you guys out here desperate to have sex, desperate for female companionship and affection, there's a multitude of ways that you can get it or get into a situation where women are dealing with you. What we're telling you, though, is that a lot of the ways you guys are choosing to go about it, it's a detriment to you. It's harmful to you, to your money, to your mentality, to your emotional state, to your quality of life. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you can be passive and trip over the welcome mat and fall into some pussy. But what happens is those women don't stick around. They don't give you their best. And guys, I don't know if guys really understand getting a woman's best. You're not going to get a woman's best being passive. Because you have to lead her to get her best. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can't lead if you're in a state of wanting. You can't lead if you're in a state of hunger, right? Because that means that which is what you're hungering for is leading you. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can't lead if pussy is leading you. You can't lead if validation is leading you, or approval, or what they're thinking of you, or anything like that. Anything you want is leading your decisions, your behavior, your mindset, your outlook, all of that stuff. The only thing I want is more of myself. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't have free time. I got me time.
I leave it up to my girls to say, I want you. Right. And I say, okay, you can have me based on these conditions.
See, Justin, yesterday, on Facebook, people were talking about, I guess, asking women to be in relationships. I'm like, I don't ask a woman to be in a relationship. Why the fuck would I do that? Right. So me, I'm fine with whatever role she's in. I'm fine with her staying there for life. You know what I'm saying? If she sticks around long enough, I'm fine with it. So if she wants to be elevated beyond that, come on. Right?
Sure.
Because now here's the thing. If I think you're deserving, I've already peeped that you're deserving. I've already peeped it. Right? And what guys don't understand, the women that crossed the finish line are the women who were patient in the roles they were placed in. And then when they got elevated, they were patient in that role. When women leave your life because they found a guy that want to fuck with them on a different way and they try to come back, they can never cross the finish line. And in some cases, you don't let them back, but if you do, it can only be sexual, right? Because let me just say this about making a woman your woman. She can't leave and come back and become your woman. She has to be there from the beginning and earn her way to that role, right? A lot of you guys, you're automatically giving women positions in your life simply because you want to fuck them. For no other reason than that. Simply because you want to fuck them. See, caller, when you are a man, right? I'm not saying you're not a man. I'm saying when you start behaving like one, you understand that inviting women in your life is a privilege. To give a woman an invitation, an admission ticket into your life is a privilege, meaning her looking good isn't good enough. She needs to act and move in such a way where she endears herself to you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, caller. Yeah, we give you a whole lot of game, man.
Yeah, so what do I do? Like when I go back to my job, do I just avoid her? When I
Oh
pass
no. Avoid her for what? She got the plague. Is she gonna beat you up and take your lunch money?
After everything we just said, you're still
avoid her. Why?
No, I was just asking, like,
right. And I'm asking you, why would you feel the need to avoid her?
Yeah, please answer that question. I'm dying to know. Please be honest about it.
It's because I guess my own inner insecurity. I guess I don't know.
Okay, but that is the truth, and you're able to say that now because we're talking to you in such a way that you're able to answer honestly. But what in before that, like, what is your concern? What is your major like?
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen?
Give us the worst case scenario.
I don't know. Maybe she's gonna think I objectified her, but I don't think I really did anything wrong when I put my sexual interest.
How? Okay.
Wait. So you're afraid that she's gonna feel upset. So you're afraid that she's gonna be upset with you.
Yeah, be pissed at you or offended.
Yep. Mm. And so what if she is? Okay. So what happens if she gets upset? What then?
Nothing.
No, but you're afraid of that, right? That's something that you're concerned that might happen, right? So this goes all the way back to what I was talking about with this relationship that you learned probably with your mom with codependency, because part of that is avoiding rocking the boat,
right?
Avoiding all of that shit for the sake, because it's like, oh shit, if I rock the boat and mommy gets upset, she's going to do something that I'm going to feel distanced from her. She's going to give me a timeout. She's not going to like me. She's not going to approve of me. She's going to push me away. I'm not going to be in her good graces anymore. So I'm going to avoid any of these things that could possibly cause the woman to do that. So you see how you're acting out your childhood fears.
I feel like such a bitch for doing this, just avoiding. I feel like a bitch. I'm a bitch.
Okay, so what caller?
Stop giving a fuck, dude. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Caller, it's okay to, in hindsight, say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But it's water under the bridge. You can't take it back. Now you said something that got me thinking. What do you think you said to objectify her? What do you think you said?
I find you sexy and attractive, and I want to take you out for drinks.
Okay. Stop right there. Okay.
I'm not even.
Okay, stop right there. So if you think that would be offensive to a woman, or you think that's objectification when it comes to women, why did you say it in the first place?
No, now that I think about it, I felt like it is. At that point, I wasn't thinking about it.
It's not. It's still not. No, it's not. It's not objectification. Caller, the fact that you said that to her is not the issue. You should have said it when you first saw her. Now, in all likelihood, she probably still would have told you no. But what I'm saying is, guys, if you're going to say something sexual to a woman for the first time, it would make more sense that you say it when you first meet her. Okay, I need you guys to understand what you're doing, right? When you first met her, you were very bland, very ambiguous about what you really wanted. You didn't even tell her you wanted to take her out. You just wanted the phone number. So you never even told her what you were going to be doing, and you never set her expectations as to what was going to happen with you. You never did that. Instead, you waited until you got her phone to tell her that. That shows that you don't know how to make plans.
False pretenses too.
So,
I got her phone number from another guy. I fucked up.
Oh, you said you got her phone number from another guy? What? You got her phone number from another man?
He said, no. I got her phone number for another guy, but that guy started dating another girl, and then I kind of was. This is before I found you guys. So this dude.
You got her phone number for another guy, and then you try to hit her up like, "Hey, maybe we should get together."
Sorry, I've been trying to.
Nah, bro. Number one, getting a woman's phone number for another guy is middle school. Middle school shit.
Be honest, I messed up.
Middle school.
Yeah, it's like, hey, David from science class wants to know you. Do you like him? Check yes or no.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck. Like
was like, do you approve of him? I don't know. She asked me that. Do you approve of him? I'm like, I mean, I guess. I'm like, I could give you his number, right? I'm like, I'll give you his number. I have his number.
That's too weird.
You want his number? And she's like, no, I'll give you my number. I'll just give you my number. You know?
I see you, Justin. I see you, Justin.
So even within the whole scenario, you still didn't actually ask for her number. You just
that's what I've been trying.
Wow, man. Yeah, you need coaching, bro. You need coaching.
Yeah.
Get with K-Zag, get some coaching.
There's just like, as you can see, caller, right? Your situation, you came in looking for like just a small answer, like just some quick little advice. And it's like a cavity. You ever have a cavity that like looks small and the dentist is like, oh shit. And it gets in there, it's like, damn, this shit's big. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to do like a major
bigger than he thought.
Right? That's kind of what it is. We started picking at that surface and the whole thing started crumbling apart. We realized that there's this huge ravine that needs work. This huge decay that needs to be dealt with, right? And even if we said, hey, you know what? You should just do this, this, and this. That would still not solve your problem because your problem is you. Do you understand that, brother?
But I understand, but I wanted to give her his number. You know what I mean? But then he ended up starting dating someone else.
You're like getting wrapped up in this drama. Like he said, she said shit.
Oh, it don't matter. Let it go.
Oh my God. This gynocentric as fuck.
Okay, let this girl go in your mind. Let her go. But caller, don't avoid, like, y'all cannot walk through life tiptoeing around people. Like, don't avoid her. If you see her, you don't got to speak to her, or you can just throw your hand up, or you can say good morning. Caller, there has been times, real quick, there has been times in places where I've worked at, where I've hollered at chicks, and the chick wasn't with it. I didn't act weird. Every time I would see her, good morning, girl. What's up, girl? It's not weird. It's like, no, it's no big deal. Like, it's not that big of a deal, bro.
Mm-hmm. You could add, like, hey, caller, are you familiar with like the older James Bond films? You know, with like Sean Connery, Roger Moore, that era. I haven't
really seen them.
You should watch some of the Sean Connery ones. Watch some of the Sean Connery ones and watch some of the Roger Moore ones. That's this new James Bond where he's like this action hero and muscles and shit. Like that's bullshit. Watch how they move and interact with women. And then ask yourself, when you get into these situations, what would James Bond do? He would not be fucking worried like, oh no, biting his nails like, what do I do if I see her? You know, like, you kidding?
Cool. Exactly.
Or just
James
say to
Bond
yourself,
so cool. Like,
or just say to yourself, like, what would it, like an international spy, man of mystery, right? What would he do in this situation? She probably wouldn't even be registering on his fucking radar because she's given him no reason to.
No.
All right, caller, I'm gonna let you go and get a new call.
Exactly. Thanks, Miles.
Yeah.
All right, Miles. All right.
Yeah.
I hope that dude was taking notes because
let me see. 470, can you hear us? 470, can you hear us? Oh shit. 470, can you hear us? All right, hold on. All right, 541, can you hear us? 541. Jesus. 541, can you hear us? All right, fuck it. All right, guys, whoever's trying to call in, go ahead and call back because all right, 541, can you hear us?
That's it, triple.
541.
There we go.
541. 541.
Yo, what's good?
Oh man.
Come on, bro.
Are you talking on like you through your car? Like speak directly into the phone, not speaker, not Bluetooth, not your car, directly in the phone.
All right, let me see if I got this one. Okay, 470. 470. Can you hear us? 470.
Hello?
Yes, 470.
Hello?
Jesus.
Yep, we got you.
All right. Name,
Hello?
age, city. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us?
I can't hear nothing.
Mm.
All right.
I can't hear anything.
All right. Fine. I'm gonna start the phone lines over because I don't know what's going on with this shit. This
Yeah,
next.
might need just a refresh.
Yeah, I'm gonna just refresh. Hold on.
Yeah, let me do this while you do that. MJ, call in because you're asking this question: is there a difference between my goals leading me versus going after my goals? There is a difference, but I need to know if you're asking a hypothetical question or if this is something that you really need some direction with, right? So I would just say this about your goals in life: you should never sacrifice your dignity, your honor, or integrity for anything. I'll just put it there.
Okay, 541. Can you hear us? 541. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. What's good?
Hey, what's going on? Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Row 29, Tri-Cities, Washington.
All right. Is it possible for you to speak directly into your phone as opposed to speaking through the car?
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I got my little earbud right here. Let me pop it in.
Maybe it'll be better.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Cole,
we go.
are you driving right now?
Yeah, that sounds a little better, man. Name, age, city.
Row 29, Tri-Cities, Washington.
All right. What's your question, man? Go ahead.
So basically, I've been watching you. Just want to say much respect, support to you, your channel, all the guys, and a couple other guys on YouTube. And I've been dealing with a couple women. I got them on my rotation pretty good, 4 of them. And, I cycle them, I keep them in check, maintain that frame, let them enter my frame. But I have a baby mama, and I've been trying to get her on my program. And last couple months, 2-3 months, we've been doing good. Things been going solid. And she kind of stepped out on me. And I just, left a little sour taste in my mouth,
Okay.
I basically...
What do you mean stepped out on you?
And,
what do you mean stepped out on you?
So me and my baby mama, we've been separated for about 2 years, and I'm a different man now. And she spun the block this year, about 6 months ago. And we've been kind of getting together with the daughter, hanging out, doing things. Sometimes we do things.
Okay, so when and how did she actually step out on you? Because I don't hear anything established that y'all back together. I see that y'all hanging out and y'all spending time with the kid, but I don't hear any established relationship. So how did she actually step out on you, sir?
Facts.
Well, let me reword that. We had no relationship. We were working towards that. Things were getting cool.
Okay, wait. When did you establish that you were working towards getting back together?
Did you have a conversation?
June.
So y'all had a conversation.
June.
Y'all had a conversation establishing that y'all was going to get back together.
We did.
Okay.
So then June.
So
summer, we've been doing things, getting, slowly, and we had a disagreement about my daughter and the way that we handle things as far as discipline-wise in school. And she's very hard-headed. And, we got into it and basically kind of put a rift between us. And then I know she had like 2 beta years, and now she's got...
She's got what?
You're breaking up, caller.
No, you're breaking up. Okay, caller, stop real quick. Let me talk. Let me jump in here. Yeah. You're breaking up though, bro. You might need to just pull over to the road, take the earbuds out, unplug your phone from the car, and just talk in that motherfucker. Right? You might need to do that. But let me just say this. Part of the problem is this, right? Part of the problem is this. and I always say this: y'all need to stop recycling women. And what that means is stop pulling women from your past and bringing them into your present, thinking you're going to have a future with them, right? So you said earlier that you guys got into an argument or disagreement about how the kid is being raised, the school, and all that other shit.
Yeah.
When you guys were in a relationship before y'all broke up, did y'all have the same type of arguments?
Yes.
We did. But
okay, stop right there. Okay, that's all I need to hear. Stop right there. Hold on. That's all I need to hear. So the fact that y'all have been quote unquote working on getting back together and the same issues exist when y'all was broken up means that this is not a good idea. Let me just say this, caller, and this y'all got to remember this, because you said I'm a changed guy. Not to her, you're not. You're not a changed guy to her, meaning however she viewed you as, she still views you as that same guy. And you know it to be a fact, because if she viewed you differently, she will be completely submissive to you and moving exactly how you want. But she is still giving you resistance like she did in the past, because in her mind, you're the same guy.
Right, which means he hasn't changed. You're right. So here's the thing about women. The way they behave is a response to you.
Right.
It's a reaction. Okay. They don't like choose like, oh, you know what? Today's Tuesday. I'm going to be disrespectful. It's not like that. They have respect and reverence as an inspiration. They are inspired to respect you. Like kind of like when you hear a good song and it fucking raises the hair on your arms, you can't control that. It's this natural response. Okay. That's the way the respect and reverence and arousal is when it's a man that inspires us from them. Okay. So you didn't have that from the beginning. She did not look at you. She did not look up to you and say, holy fuck, this is my man. I don't even deserve this. Right. That's if you don't have that, she's not going to respect you. She either sees you eye to eye, like you're this fucking equal, or she looks down on you. And either of those doesn't fucking work. And you're sitting here trying to work on getting things back together when the ideal position is she or any woman is trying to get with you. And she's trying to figure out how to do that. And if you've got a solid program and you say, okay, this is what you want to do, this is the pathway to it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom. All you got to do is follow this set behavior. You follow it and you're consistent, you're in. Right. That's the way. But you don't have a program. You're not giving her pathways to succeed. You're trying to work it out. You know, like this, like it's these two people trying to like negotiate a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, there's no negotiation. Yeah. But you've not started from that position with this woman. I would say, I know you got a child with her, but you can't establish that with her. It's done. You should just focus on giving the child the best that you can, and that's it.
Yeah.
Caller, real quick.
Go ahead.
You see, you had a daughter?
I got a daughter. Yep, she's 3.5.
Okay. Was the daughter planned?
She was. Yeah, we were engaged, and then it's a whole long story. But basically, yeah, we were engaged. We planned her. You know, we were together for about 4 years, and then yeah, basically everything happened. You know, like I said, I wasn't the same man that I am now. You know, now I grew up. I matured. I'm finding my masculine identity, keeping my frame. And before I wasn't like that, you know, I was kind of the opposite. So you guys were right about that. You know, if it wasn't there from the beginning.
Okay. But real quick, caller, this is important. Who came to who with the ideal of reconciling?
I think it was kind of mutual.
Ain't no mutual, bro. Who sent the first text or phone call? Somebody did. Somebody started it off.
It was me, yeah. If you put it that way.
I know it was you. Okay, so caller, here's the thing, and let me tell you where you messed up, right? See, when you came to her mindset is like, yeah, if you're gonna take me back, I'm gonna be exactly how I was. That's what she's doing, right? See, if she would have came to you, you could have been like, no. Number one, you should say no. But if she would have came to you, that's where you need to lay down the law. Everything you had a problem with before needs to be addressed now. It needs to be addressed now. You can't sweep it under the rug and say, oh, it's been a while, things are cool, let's just start dating again. No, you have to sit her down and address everything that you had a problem with that could be a detriment to you guys moving forward. I'm not talking about little shit like jealousy, and I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about the type of school the child gonna go to, the neighborhood you go, anything you need to make sure that your household is ran effectively. You need to make sure she's on that same page, and she's not.
Yeah.
Were you guys having these type of were you guys doing a lot of arguing before the child came?
Yeah, he said yeah.
I'd say probably the first year or two of the relationship, and then as it went on,
gave her a baby.
Where I kind of
wait, say that again, caller.
We didn't.
You said
the back seat. I wasn't. Like,
wait. Start over. You said the first 2 years was what?
The first 2 years, yeah, we kind of did bicker, go back and forth, had issues.
Okay, so from the very beginning, you were arguing and having issues.
Yeah.
Where did you meet this girl?
I met her. Well, I do truck driving, so I'm all over the country, and she lived close by me, so I rolled up in there, met her, and then basically from there, yeah.
So what attracted you to her? Just the sex or what?
I would say at that point in my life, I was wanting something serious, to get settled down and find a good woman, It wasn't until now I'm, red pilled and think differently. But before I was like, almost kind of like a simp,
So you was looking for a good woman to settle down with, but you said from the very beginning there was arguments and issues. So I don't see the congruence. I don't see how that makes sense.
I definitely didn't vet her properly. I didn't see those red flags. I didn't establish my program from the beginning. Like I told you, if I knew the things I know now, things would have gone very differently.
Okay. So looking at all the facts, what K-Zag said was correct. You really got to let this situation go. There's no point in trying to get back with her. Yeah. You really just got to focus on doing what's best for your kid. Are you on child support and stuff like that yet?
Yeah, I pay what I got to pay every month.
No. Are you officially on child support with the state?
I have been since last April, and I've been paying her every month.
Okay, and you already took care of it. Did she ask for any back child support? And did you need to take care of any of those things?
Back child support, yeah. Almost $3,000, and I just actually paid it 2 months ago.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, you're gonna want to stay there. You're gonna want to.
I'm handling my shit.
Yeah. You're gonna want to maintain that situation, and just continue to do what's best for your daughter, bro. You also said you had other chicks in rotation.
Yeah, I got 4 of them in rotation, but pretty solid. Like I said, the man I am now. If I was back then, this wouldn't happen.
Right.
But they're on my program. Sometimes they act up here and there. You got to check them, put them in place. But yeah, pretty much. So those are going good.
Okay. But yeah. Focus on your daughter. That's the first woman in your I mean, I don't mean to say it like that, but if we talking about the rotation of women in your life, your daughter gets priority. You get what I'm saying?
She's number one. Yeah.
Right. So run it like that, and any of those like other 4 females on the on the adult rotation, if they're causing too much trouble and they're taking any focus away from your daughter, you got to get rid of them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So start living your life with more priority. Like you said, you've changed, you've matured, and you realize a little bit more about how to design your own program. Maintain that. Don't try to get back with that with your baby moms. That's That's a foregone
Hustling
conclusion.
backwards.
Yeah, that's done, bro.
Hustling backwards, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, move
It's-
forward with your life. Move forward.
Again, with all the facts that have been laid out, y'all been having problems since the very fucking beginning. You understand? And you didn't know enough to, like you said, see the red flags. Like, yeah, leave that alone, bro. All right. Do you have any other questions?
Basically, no, that was it, man. And I just wanted to say, I've been really thinking about that whole situation and everything the last couple months, and everything you guys said is right. And, you know, I just kind of came on here to get your guys' view and perspective, but you guys confirmed everything, hit it head right on the nail, you know?
Okay.
So,
all right.
I know what I need.
Here, caller, real quick, just a very quick piece of advice, and it will change your life. Okay, it'll change your life within like a couple of weeks. Stop consuming any and all red pill manosphere information on YouTube or audio podcasts, blogs, Instagram, TikTok, any kind of social media. Completely expunge all of it from your life. I'm talking anything where it's a panel like this, where or where it's like a panel of guys like bickering with girls, like on, we're familiar with those kind of setups on YouTube.
Yeah.
It could be a single guy sitting there on camera talking about the terrible, monstrous women that are in the world. It could be books. Okay, so reading the books that are along these things. Completely eliminate this information from your life. All right, you might go through a little bit of withdrawal, and that's normal, okay, because you're likely addicted. But get it out of your life. And after like 2 weeks or something, you're going to start seeing a shift in the way you think.
Okay.
All right. And that's something that you can do today, and it will have an effect.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it, then. I'll take that advice.
All right, caller. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for supporting the show, bro.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Good luck to you. All right.
Yeah. And caller, when you listen to this, back, if you need some consultation regarding your situation with co-parenting, hit me up. I got some tidbits for you. All right, we good on calls now?
Now, yeah, we're good on calls. Yep.
Cool.
All right, so Duke Lux with the Norwegian Chrome, the 20. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. We don't have no questions either.
We ain't got.
So, guys, we ain't got no questions. So, we had this one question right here, but it's not really a question.
All right, guys, go ahead and call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Go ahead and call in. We got about a half hour left, guys, so make sure you guys call in.
Mm-hmm.
And, let me speak to what Jillian just said about checking women. Guys, and a lot of you guys who are passive or passive aggressive, y'all typically don't check women until it's a buildup, and then you just let it out. That's not the way you want to deal with women. The second a chick says or does something that ain't cool, you got to check it right now. Gentlemen, I'm glad we got to call about to say something.
All right. So we got 470. You are on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Name is J21 from Atlanta.
All right. What's your question?
Yes. So can any form of self-improvement change the perception of a female that you had a bad occurrence in the past?
Wait. You said, can any form of self-improvement change your perception of what?
Of change your perception of a female that had of you in the past?
Change your perception of her or change her perception of you?
Oh no, her change her perception of me.
It's
Yes.
unlikely.
Yes.
It can happen, but it's unlikely.
I think so. I think so, because it's not going to change her perception. You're wondering if any sort of self-improvement can change that scenario. And yes, if you do it the right way, you're not going to give a fuck anymore.
There you go.
That will be self-improving.
There you go.
Right? Because it's about improving yourself, not improving the perception of others, right?
So
So if you do it right, you're not going to give a fuck.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. You guys, when women don't want y'all because you guys are insecure, you think you know why. You think there could be more than one reason why a woman didn't want you. Just like there could be more than one reason a woman is attracted to you. Like a lot of guys say, "Oh, handsome, you got to be handsome." There could be 5 or 6 reasons why a woman is attracted to you. There could be 3 or 4 reasons why she don't want you, right? So
And they can
you're
be
going to keep
petty
trying
too.
to. It could be petty. It can be.
Mhm.
It can be his lips are too thin. It could be his nose is a little crooked.
Zag, I got rid of a girl because I didn't like the way she chewed her food. It just like curdled my skin, and I was like, oh man, I can't look at this. No,
Hey,
it's petty. It's petty, but like
her
What?
fingernails were too thin. I didn't like how thin her fingernails were. That shit
Mhm.
bothered me. I was like, God damn, do something about that shit. But anyway, no, I'm just joking about that. I'm being facetious. But anyway, but my point is, guys, caller, y'all
Yes.
stop worrying about women in your past. Those women, they're not important. They are irrelevant. Well, why do you want her so bad? Is she that good looking to you?
No, but so she goes to my, like, a couple of them go to my church, so I see them sometimes, and that's what.
Have you tried to shoot your shot already? Have you tried to shoot your shot?
Yes.
And what happened?
Yes, I've had. But well, the first
What happened?
one, the first female, I just fell off with her because I tried calling her a couple times.
Bro, what happened, bro? How did y'all meet? Just tell us that part.
Nothing. Well, I didn't meet her. It was just over the phone, so nothing happened. Just me over the phone or texting. That's it.
Okay, but how did you get her number though?
So,
How did you get her phone number?
I asked for her number.
Okay, so when you asked for her number, did you tell her why you wanted it?
No.
So ultimately, what do you want to do with that particular woman? Because I know there was more than one. The particular woman that we're talking about now. What did you want to do with her?
Fuck her.
What?
Did you talk about that? He said, "Fuck her."
Oh.
Did you discuss that with the young lady over the phone?
Not yet.
Why not?
Because we was in church, so it would.
No, but you was over the phone though. Was you when you was over the phone texting and talking? Were you in church then too?
Well, no, but if I said over the message, maybe she could send it to her friends. Say something bad about
Is that what you worried about? You're worried about her showing her friends your text?
Yeah,
Hey, you know what, caller?
Yeah, this is optics. It's just like the first guy.
Yeah, how old are you, caller? Again, how old are you?
20, 21.
20. Oh, okay.
It was better than the other guy who was in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
You're still a young dude,
Yeah.
right? But again, like I told the other guy, I don't know if you heard me before, but being concerned of your optics is a very feminine and gynocentric thing to do. Right? It's fine for women to do this because it's baked into their whole makeup, right? It's tied to their innate sense of insecurity. All right. And that's part of what actually makes them beautiful. But I'm not going to get too deep into that. Right. But for a man, this is not the way. You have a very feminine sense about you. And this makes you very concerned and very aware of your optics. Okay. Now, so because check this out. If you are carrying yourself like a man with a capital M and you have that fucking pillar of granite inside you, you don't have to worry about the optics because you know you're operating with integrity, with honor, with respect. Like there's nothing to worry about because you know it's on point. You see what I'm saying? So there's no thought outside going, oh, gee, I hope I'm doing this right. You know what I'm saying? This is what girls do, right? Because they don't walk around with the fucking pillar of granite that's forged on their own internal constitution. They don't live that way. That's not the way they're made. They're more fluid, right? Which is fine. I wouldn't expect that of a woman, but I would expect that of a man. but you don't have that. So you're more fluid, which means you are affected by those things and perceptions, criticisms of you, right? So you got to, I know you're young, right? And that's fine. Like this, it's totally normal what you're experiencing right now. But I'm just saying, like, you have to grow out of that, because that is not the place and the position for a man to operate.
So real quick, shout out Kobe Lane with the 19. Hold on, real quick, Colin, real quick. Hold on, I got to do the super chat. Give me a second. Kobe Lane with the 1999, here to support the game. Shout out to you guys. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, I was saying. So how would I? Because I go to that church like pretty much every other week. So how would I be able to grow out of it, but at the same time not care if she like tells?
How about you focus on the main reason why you're going to fucking church? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
praise the Lord.
Yeah, you should be focusing on your faith, right? That's the whole reason why you're going there, not to be looking at these bitches, right? Exactly. Not to be interacting with women. You're there for your faith, right? Yeah. That's the only thing that you should be focusing on, right? And I'm not even one of you guys. Like I'm complete atheist. Like, but I know what you should be doing. That is shameful that my type of man is telling you what you should be doing with your time at a fucking church.
Yeah. Church should not be your personal harem where I'm gonna holler at all the bitches in church. Like, and I'm not saying you can't talk to women in church, but what it seems like you're doing is you're just hopping from one chick to the next, to the next, to the next, right? And guys, when you said why not care, women do not act weird about you. Them telling you no. Women are not emotionally attached to telling you guys no. You guys are emotionally attached to being told no. So in your mind, you think it's weird. Yeah, exactly. Because you think, she's gonna talk about me. She's gonna tell other people, and she might. She very well might. Guys, real quick, I'm gonna hip you out of something y'all need to understand. When you holler at chicks, at church, at your school, at your job, you damn right she gonna tell people. You goddamn right in most cases, especially if you're goofy with it, right? But likewise, if you guys end up dating, she's gonna tell people about that too. If you end up fucking her, she's gonna, he fucked this. Just like a woman will say positive things about you, they will say negative shit about you. So, but understand though, if you come correct, and you don't act goofy, there's nothing negative to say, but simply, he tried to get at me, but I'm not interested. So what?
And you know what's funny is that when you're doing it right, I mean, like at least I can say this for myself. I can't speak for other men, but they don't want to tell other people about you. They don't want to tell because they're like, I'm not right. Like, I'm not giving away this secret. I don't want other girls hollering at him. No, he's like kind of boring, actually. You don't want to talk to him.
They will lie. They don't know about that one, Justin. They will. You know what? Check this out. I knew this girl, right?
Awful in bed.
Girl, exactly. She was in college, and I think it was like 4 or 5 of her friends. It was 4 or 5 of them, all females. And I guess they saw this new guy, right? And they were all attracted to him. Because they were all attracted to him, they're like, well, none of us can date him seriously because we all want him. So they all decided to have sex with this guy, one at a time. Like one chick was going to go first and then report back to the other chicks, whether it was good or not. So when the girl was telling me this story, and she said, yeah, the first girl said, he had a pencil dick, he didn't know what he was doing. And I'm like, you believe that? I'm like, she could have told y'all that because he wore that ass out. And she's like, I ain't telling them
that. Like, no, girl, don't bother. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, don't bother. Waste of time. He's boring in bed. And all that should be, if he hits there right now, she's
like, what are you doing tomorrow?
Exactly. Yo, man, look, exactly.
Yeah, leave the girls alone, man. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Go to church for church reasons. Like just relax, bro. You want to talk to women? Talk to women at the park. Talk to women at the mall. Talk to women like at the fucking drive-thru. Leave your job, leave your school, leave your church, leave these like things that actually matter to you. Leave those women alone, right? because the job is more important than pussy. Your school is more important than pussy. Church is more important than pussy.
Your faith.
Yeah, leave all that shit alone, right? There's so many other environments that you could explore, right? Leave those things alone. Besides, and check this out. It's low-hanging fruit. Like guys who hit on girls at their work, you are fucking lazy. Right. Oh, and the gym, you are fucking lazy. You're just like, oh, she's here.
Right. I'll try. You know what it is also? You know what it is also, Justin? I've already built a rapport to her. I already built a rapport with her. And she's comfortable around me. You know how guys say you got to build a rapport and they got to be comfortable? They figure at work, well, she knows me. She knows my first name. She knows my last name. She knows my middle name. She knows that both my parents aren't together anymore. So she knows things about me. So if I approach her, she should be comfortable with me. And here's the reality of it, guys. Yeah. And the reality of it is this. If you're working with women for a while and they never try and get at you, chances are they're not interested anyway. Right? Chances are. Right? So, but even if you do holler at them, you guys have to remember, because y'all work together, they already have a perception of you. And it's not what you think. You're the friendly work guy. Mm-hmm. You're the guy that brings bagels in the morning. Yeah, that's you. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have that position. Right? So, but guys, and Justin, you said it, and I know, Miles, you talk about this as well. Women can tell when you don't get pussy by how you talk to them. Women can tell that you don't get pussy by how you talk to them. And let me just say this to all you guys. Stop asking for a woman's phone number or stop giving your phone number to women until you told them exactly where their ass needs to be. Meaning, if you plan on taking that woman out or having her meet you somewhere, tell her that. So that way, when she gives you the number or you guys exchange numbers, it's under the context of that's the understanding. We're going to get together at a later date to do this thing, and she's with it. And that's why we're exchanging contact information. Y'all get a woman's phone number, face to face, mind you, and then you say everything over a text. You look scared to women. Even if that's not your reason, I'm telling you what you look like. You look fucking scared because women are thinking, damn, I wasn't really busy. He wasn't really busy. How come he didn't say all that shit to me face to face? I would have loved to have a conversation with him. He's going to wait until he gets home where he's safe. So if I say no, he don't got to face me. That's what y'all look like.
Yep. It's hiding behind the safety of your screen.
Oh, I hate that shit, bro. When I first started doing YouTube channels, when I first started doing YouTube videos, rather, and on my first channel, I made multiple videos about stop hiding behind your phone. All that fly shit, say that shit face to face. Get her response and her reaction in real time. So that way you know if there's something you want to continue to deal with. Like, y'all, guys, if you're going to flirt, you cannot flirt over the phone when you had a chance to do it in person. Now, if you're meeting over the dating app, that's different. But when you meet a woman face to face, your first encounter is face to face, and you actually have 5 or more minutes to talk, why not do that? That's just me. I don't, because you know what, guys, you know what it is? I love flirting with women. Okay, even if I don't want to fuck them, that's on the playful tip. I love the energy of women, and I love how women respond to me once they feel the essence of my presence. I love that shit, right? So I don't mind having a conversation with a woman. However, I'm going to dictate the pace of that conversation so it goes in the direction that I ultimately want it to go in. And fellas, once you do that, if the woman is feeling you, she's not going to upset that. She's going to let it go, and she's going to engage you back and forth. Like, it's not hard to have a conversation, but telling a woman, I find you attractive, I want to take you out sometime, that's not a conversation. And that's not flirting either. Okay, you're literally talking at the woman. She's looking at you like, okay, because she didn't have a chance to feel you yet, to feel the essence of your masculine identity. Shout out to Miles. She ain't felt that yet. Like, let her feel it. Let her feel you. Let her take you in. No pun intended.
Caller, did you have any other questions?
Yeah. So my follow-up question was to Zach when he said that with so with me saying like I'm trying to get a taste of you, would that be a good example of flirting?
No.
You said trying to get a taste of you?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? What does that mean, though?
Church?
Yeah,
No,
yeah. You gonna say that at church?
Body, like tasting her body.
Okay, but okay. So caller. See, you see what you did there? What you said was, if I just say this one little thing, instead of focusing on one little thing, just have a conversation. Here's the thing about conversations, guys. If you got okay, so call people. And I don't want to get too long with this. When you first meet a woman, all you need to know is she even receptive to you being there. Is she receptive to you being there? You can tell by her energy if she's receptive to you being there. Next thing up, all you got to do, introduce yourself, let her know why you're there. Let her know why you're in front of her face talking to her. Set her expectations as to what it's going to be like to take that date offer that you're giving her. Do it now, right? The very first conversation, that's the chance for you to know if there's initial sexual energy there. It don't mean you got to fuck her right now, but that's your opportunity to see if it's there. Mm-hmm. So that way, if and when you do offer the date, and then when you see her on a date and you give her a hug and you're all flirty, it makes sense because you already started the foundation of what it's going to be like to fuck with
you. Yeah, I would say if you don't have the skill of a mouthpiece, right? And like I can move mountains in a woman's mind. But if you don't have this ability, right? And that's fine. Like I learned it's something I developed over a period of time. You know, it's like you're just like born. Yeah. You're not like born with this magical ability. Okay. No. I would say just keep it regular. Okay. Because here's the thing, like, so don't try to flirt because you're gonna fail. And you're gonna sound stupid, right? Keep it like regular. All right. And to Zag's point, like give the reasons why you're there. So you're keeping things very simple, keeping things very clear, very honest, and you're not trying to elicit some sort of like arousal response in her because you're just going to fall flat. You're going to look dumb. It's going to sound corny and you're going to look like a tryhard. Okay. You don't want to do that. So, but the fact that you are being assertive and just saying like walking up and it's stating your intentions and keeping it, someone said, conversational. Someone said in the chat something along those lines, having a dialogue, Frankie. Okay. Have that dialogue. And the fact that you are comfortable in that situation, right? You're not fidgeting about, you're not trying to be a certain something, right? You're just very comfortable. That alone is going to be arousing to her to a certain degree. Just showing that you're comfortable in this situation, talking to her out of the blue, telling her why you're there and then inviting her out or doing whatever. Just being comfortable in that situation is going to be the thing that sends a signal to her like, okay, this guy's cool. Like he's not nervous. He's not weird. He's not creepy. His energy is kind of chill, and he seems comfortable in his own skin, right? That is much more powerful than what do I say that's flirty? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, after you say that one thing, what are you going to say the next time? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just sit around with a notebook sitting there like, okay, what do I say now? Right? You flip to the page. Oh, that's a good one. Let me say that. Like it's stupid.
Exactly. And also it takes away from the naturalness of the conversation. But go ahead, caller.
Mm-hmm. All right, caller. We're gonna let you go, man. We got other people trying to call in, all right?
All right. Thank you for getting appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Take it easy. Thanks for supporting the show. 718, I think that's Moses. Moses, go ahead and call back. Moses, go ahead and call back. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right. Moses, what's going on with you, bro? Yo, 718.
Hey, guys, Moses, man. What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Listen, man, like I wasn't going to call him, but I have to call him. because it's something Mr. Justin said, like, exploring options outside, of work. But listen, let me tell you, like, me doing this, I just wanted to, this is a teachable moment right here. Me doing this, like going to bars and stuff. That's how I was able to strengthen my mouthpiece by not talking to chicks at the job, by not talking to chicks at the gym, you know what I'm saying, in places like that, and like I was able to go to parks, streets, bars and lounges, So, by me doing that, because, when I first listened to y'all and y'all said don't talk to chicks at the job, after a while, I just started realizing, like, okay, cool, not don't talk to chicks at the job, but guess what? When you explore women, that's how I was able to strengthen. That's where all my strengthening myself as a man came from. So, what's your thoughts on that?
You said strengthening yourself as a man?
Yeah.
So wait, because you didn't talk to women at the gym and at the job, that strengthened you as a man?
Right, because he was exploring other areas that were more challenging than the low-hanging fruit that's at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Well, I just like, because the part of it strengthening.
Yeah, I don't like the strengthening you as a man. I don't.
That's my thing. If you want to say you strengthen your mouthpiece, then that's one thing. If you want to say you strengthen your social abilities, that's one thing. But strengthen yourself as a man, I mean, and look, there is some connection between forcing yourself to do the more difficult thing and that giving you an overall, attribute of strength in general. But just be careful with the way that you say that shit, because just talking to a woman, is not about strengthening yourself as a man necessarily. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and basically it's about strengthening your resolve, really strengthening your resolve not to do something that's lazy. You know what I'm saying? And just being more proactive with doing that thing in places where it makes more sense, and just being adaptive. Right. And that's the problem with a lot of guys. A lot of guys, they don't know how to adapt. and reality will make your ass adapt quickly. Right. And a lot of guys, they haven't adapted to reality, which is why they still watch that red pill shit.
Hey, Moses, has this helped you to like explore other aspects of life where you put yourself in uncomfortable situations in other things other than talking to women?
Well, yeah, like you said, it helped me in my mouthpiece.
Moses, what's wrong with your phone? What's wrong with your phone, fam? Are you on speaker or something, Bluetooth or something? Because it sounds muffled.
Yeah. Go ahead, Moses. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it helped me with my confidence. It helped me with my pretty much that's where all of my confidence and my mouthpiece came from, by going out there and exploring myself in difficult situations. Mm-hmm. And by doing it over and over again, that's where it became a little easier, because remember, the more you do something, the easier it becomes.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, that's a good that's a good lesson to learn, and that's it's good that you put yourself in a situation where you learn something, you got out of your comfort zone and got better and got more skills with your mouthpiece to create a brand new comfort zone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I just want to say, like, before I close, like, this choosing signal stuff, this makes me sick, man. Like, when I hear this all the time, like, choosing signal. Listen, I've gotten choosing signals before.
Right.
I'm not saying a lot, but I've gotten choosing signals before, and ask me how many of them did work out.
Right. Exactly.
Zero.
Exactly.
Because most of the choosing signals I got was chicks was trying to finesse, manipulate, trying to play games.
Well,
didn't work out good.
Real quick, Moses. Real quick, Moses. And this is what guys have to understand. Anytime a woman is initiating anything, she has an agenda. And see, this is what guys do. Guys assume because a woman is showing interest that woman is interested in the exact same thing they're interested in. No, and guys, y'all got to remember, with women, there's a multitude, and I'm not shitting on women. there's a multitude of things women can use a man for. There's only but so many things a man can use a woman for. But there's a lot of things a woman can use a man for. So, and it doesn't include sex at all. And it don't even got to even be money, right? So when women are initiating shit, they might want something, right? Like real quick, I remember, Mal, I don't know if you remember this. Real quick, caller. There was a guy who called in one time, and he met this chick at a night spot, and she initiated everything. He brought her home, smashed, tried to get her to leave in the morning, and she wouldn't go. And the reason why she wouldn't go is because wherever she was living at, they kicked her out. So she was literally fucking for shelter for the night. See, guys assume because women are doing certain things that you think is something that it's not. You have no idea of why that woman is staring at you. You don't know that. So what guys do is they approach chicks and they kind of just go with the flow of what she's doing instead of them dictating what they wanted to do. But y'all got it.
Yeah, that's why I do not. I don't ever fuck early. I make her wait and wait and wait because there's more important things to assess than pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if she does it right, she's gonna get the dick. So I got to see behaviors. I got to see what's going on. And I've witnessed so many guys get caught up in bullshit because they want to get it in really fast. And next thing you know, they've got like one of my clients, he got wrapped up in this shit with this girl and she was living out of a van, but he didn't find out until like a couple of weeks later. Right. And they had all this shit like intertwined and it was dramatic and stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck did you do? And so it's really important that I mean, at least in my world, nothing's given away for free. Nothing, absolutely nothing except curiosity. Right. And that curiosity can lead into investigation, right? Which, guys can call vetting because, I'm not going to let just anything into my kingdom just because you look cute, just because you want to fuck, just because you want to buy this, because you want to do that. I don't give a fuck. I don't need any of it. Right. So you got to like give me a good, solid fucking reason why your presence should even be here. Why should I raise that?
And there you go.
Exactly.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that, Justin, because a lot of that shit is superficial. Like even women spending money, it's superficial. All that shit is. There's way more evaluation that needs to go on from a mental and emotional perspective to make sure that woman is a good fit. And I know last week we was talking about how a lot of guys, they have these endeavors to get into these long-term relationships with women, but they have no plan. Like if you ask most guys in the next 5 years, what do you see yourself doing? What does your life look like? What do you think your bank account will look like in the next 5 years? I don't know. But you want a girlfriend though. Like you don't even have like plans where you have goals, short-term goals that you're knocking down, and then long-term goals that are going to be met as you knock down those short-term goals. A lot of guys don't even have that.
Thanks.
They're just literally living, getting up, going to work, getting paid, paying bills, and doing the same fucking thing every fucking day. Right. Like with no real plan for a woman in their life. They just want one. Can't move that way. Go ahead, Carla. My bad. I forgot you was there.
All right, Moses. Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions?
Yeah. So last thing. Just let me say, all this choosing signal crap. These guys got it from these rap videos, stupid rap videos, these movies. This stuff don't work. You understand? You got to go approach. All was me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, that's better.
All the chicks.
Wait. Hold on, Moses. Are you like in a place where you have to be quiet or something?
Nah.
Okay, just
whispering in the phone and shit.
Speak regular, bro. It sounds like you whispering or something.
I pick your regular voice. Yeah, dog.
You hear me now?
Yeah, speak like that.
I don't like guys whispering in my ear, dog. It's weird.
Yeah. So all the chicks that
put some bass in your voice.
And I had with women was me approaching. So you never know. Like the only thing you could do is shoot your shot, approach her, shoot your shot. You never know. She might be the one you're looking for. You might be the one she's looking for. You never know until you approach. Just thanks for taking my call.
All right. Appreciate you, Moses.
All right, no problem.
All
but
right.
I ain't looking for shit though. let me be clear. I'm just living my life. I'm not looking for, and I've said this about women. Are we good on calls, Miles?
Yeah, we're good on calls.
Okay, let me just say this real quick. And I've said this. I don't want nothing from a woman. I want absolutely nothing, right? And what I mean by that is this. Okay, when you guys first meet women, right? A lot of you guys are like, oh, I want to fuck her. I want a pussy. So you literally approach women with the mindset of, what can I give to you to get that? Or what can I do to get that? That's the energy a lot of you guys have. What can I do to get that? Right?
And it's covert
anything
too.
A woman, yes. Anything a woman gives to me, her mind, you notice how I said that shit first? Because the rest of you guys, you're looking for the body. You're trying to get to the body, which is why women don't stick. See, guys, if all you're trying to do is fuck a hole and a woman allows you to do it, there's no substance within that interaction. There's not, so she has no built-in incentives to stick around past that. But when you get a woman's mind, long before her body, because see, when you get the mind, the body follows. So I don't want nothing from a woman. Anything I get from a woman, she gave it to me willfully, gleefully, and joyfully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't ask women for anything.
The holes become automatic at that point. You know,
exactly.
Like that. That's that. You know, because all I'm doing is I offer an invitation, right, for them to open their door, and I give and it's my job to give them reason to trust me, right? That's all it is. They're basically saying, hey, it's all right if you open up to me, right? And then once they do, I'm coming in and I'm conquering everything that's in there, everything. I'm taking their mind, I'm taking their soul, I'm taking their emotions. I'm destroying the livestock. I'm setting fire to the fields. I'm destroying everything. Right? It's all going to become mine, and that's why. And then after that, it's just like you said, the body's just right there, and she's just like, "This is yours. You've conquered it all. It's all yours." You know,
bro.
It's like when the guys are after just getting some pussy, usually, right? And this is just what I've found through like talking to guys for so many years. Usually it's two things are at work. One is they're after a dopamine high. They just want dopamine. That's it. Yeah. Right. And then there's the psychological thing is they're looking for that validation. So once you take care of that need for the validation, then it's connected to the dopamine. So you're no longer seeking that dopamine high, right? And then at that point, it's like the whole female just becomes reduced to just like, oh, this is just like this person, and and that's it. Like they're not no longer this effect over you, and then it becomes your choice of like, okay, well, what do I want to do in this situation? Because you're no longer being led by dopamine or validation.
Exactly.
You said something very important, Justin. She's a person. She farts and pisses and burps and got disgusting habits and shit. Her breath stink in the morning just like yours. You know what I'm saying? She's a person who's flawed, just like you, guys. There's nothing special about, and I got to be careful how I say this so people be getting all sensitive. There is nothing special about a woman being a woman, okay? Now, that particular woman, she can be special to herself. She can be special to her loved ones, her coworkers, her friends. But when you come upon her, she's a stranger. She's a random female. You don't know her. The problem with a lot of you guys is you meet this random fucking female, and to your point, Justin, conquer everything. And what, if you think about wars, right? Especially, thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, even when they conquer, what do? They conquer everything. Conquer the women too. They conquer because they make it theirs. They cannot have anybody else's influence. Yeah, they cannot have any other influence coming in because it's a disruption to what they've built. So when you talk about conquer everything, when I talk about deference, humble submission, and respect, I cannot have anyone or anything else influencing that woman when she's dealing with me. I have to be the only influence, right? And the reason why that is because you can't have bullshit in your world. You can't have bullshit in your life. And a lot of times when you guys deal with women, because you're not dictating anything, because you're not taking the wheel, shout out to Jay Roman, being a passenger in your own life, right? Because you're not taking the lead and letting women know, look, I want to fuck with you, but understand, if you take this ticket and you come in this gate, you don't belong to you no more.
Mm-hmm. Get ready to say goodbye.
You don't. Yes. Yes, your life is different now.
Get ready to say goodbye, because
you're ready to say goodbye to all that bullshit.
You're not going to be the same person.
Right.
You're not.
Right.
You're not. And you got to let it go. And some women aren't willing to let it go because they still want control. And guys, you cannot deal with a woman who still wants some control. She got to let it all go. Mm-hmm. Give it to me. Let me quarterback this. I got
it. But you know that. But they're gonna fight with it. They're like gonna wrestle with her. Like, no, you need to. And it's just like, yo, hey, like that old thing that we learned in grade school. Like no means no. And she doesn't want to let go of control. Just say, hey, it's cool. You're right. That's totally fine.
It's cool. Bye. Good luck to you.
Because really the reasons why a woman is holding on to control are far deeper and far older than anything you want to fuck with.
That right there. So why even try?
Exactly.
So why even try?
Don't wrestle with it. Just let her be as she is. Right. Like a woman has to be ready to. Right. And you can't coax her. You can't convince her. You can't force her. You can't do that. All you can do is invite. And if she's like, you know what? I think I can do that. Let me start taking off this armor. Right. And then each step of the way, you make it comfortable and safe for her to do so. And the next thing you know, that turns into a bond that is really, really hard to break, because now her sense of self, her emotional safety becomes directly linked to your presence.
Yeah. Let me say this about a woman's emotional security and safety and comfortability. A lot of that derives from how secure you are in yourself when you approach her, man. A lot of that derives from that. Y'all got to remember that women go through bouts of insecurity. I'm not saying that a woman is insecure every day of her life, but she goes through bouts. One day she feels pretty, the next day she doesn't. So what happens is when they meet a supremely confident man, I need you guys to understand how important this is. When they meet a supremely confident man, they feed off that. They feed off that confidence because it fills in the gaps where they might lack it. It fills in the gaps. So when a woman who goes through her bouts of insecurity, when she's with a supremely confident man, bro, I remember one of my exes, she looked at me one day and she said, "You're such a prideful man." But she didn't say it in a negative way. She said it because she said, "Every time I see you, you have your head up high and your chest out and you just walk with confidence." But she was saying it almost in admiration. Like, I wish I can, like how you feel every day, I wish I can feel that every day. So it happens when a man like that, she wants to feel that every day.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yep.
That's how we're about to end this shit. We got a couple of questions though.
That's how you become a source of confidence for the woman. Yep. How many? You want to get to the questions?
We got about 2 or 3. Let's knock these out. So he says, "Good afternoon, panel. I approached 25 women in 2 days. It's not 25, it should be 50. None are willing to go out with me. Any tips to improve my pre-approach? Any woman?" Bro, y'all need coaching. Y'all keep trying to, guys, let me say this real quick. The reason why you need coaching is so you can tell us exactly what you're saying to these women and exactly what their responses are. So then when we can break down that interaction and help you. When you guys say this shit, we don't know what the fuck is going on. Y'all got it.
Right. My guess is that he said 25 in 2 days. He probably just started this. I'm wondering, what of the 30 days before those 2 days and the 30 days after those 2 days, what was the count then? Right. I think that you're probably okay. Keep up the same momentum. Keep it up, the same momentum, 25 a day, right? And you can make some of them online. Like, so let's say 5 online, 20 in real life, and do this every single day for 30 days. Make it a challenge for yourself. take notes if you need to, and adhere to it. Right? Dig your heels into the ground. Say, I'm fucking doing this for 30 days. I can do this, and then see how things are after a month of doing that shit. Not 2 days and 2 days only. You see what I'm saying?
30 days. 30. Discipline yourself to do 30 days straight. Mm-hmm. And let me say this. It don't gotta be just women at bars and clubs and places where they serve alcohol. Guys, you can talk to women pumping gas. I've done it. You can talk to women in grocery stores. I've done it. Picking up dry cleaning. Mm-hmm. Whatever you might do. Post office. The UPS store. I got to go there today. If I see some chick, I'm going to holler if I like the way she look. Wherever you go. If you see a woman, you like to, and here's the thing. You don't even have to necessarily try and hit on all of them. You can just be like, how you doing today? Look at you. You looking cute today? Look, right, enjoy your day, man. Have a blessed day.
Because the goal is not to get the girl. It's so that you can become comfortable talking to anybody you damn well please.
Anybody.
That's the fucking point, is to exercise the social muscle so that you are fucking comfortable in the world. That's the whole point.
There you go.
Not getting pussy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And let me add this, and we're going to jump to the next question. Where's it at right there? I think you already answered that one. Go ahead, Miles. When you first see a woman on the first date, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a good to the question.
When you first see a woman on the first date, when you give her a hug, can you tell from the hug that she's ready to go smash? Okay, y'all are always looking for shortcuts, right? And he's asking this question based on what I said about giving a woman a hug. Or if I give her a hug, guys,
this is just another choosing
thinking that, every little thing you do with a woman or for a woman is supposed to lead to sex. Why can't a hug just be a fucking hug?
Guys are fucking obsessed with pussy.
Why can't a hug just be a hug?
Yeah. Shout out to Steve. It's just a little wet hole the size of a quarter. Like, get the fuck over it, guys.
All right, we already on overtime. No new questions, man.
We out. Let's go ahead and break out. Yeah. Anything y'all want to plug on the way out this motherfucker, man?
Guys, tomorrow, Real Game No Theory, 12 noon. Shout out to 1950, Steve the Dean, Lucario, K Zagan, and myself. We're going to be on there on the panel, so make sure y'all come through 12 noon Eastern time. Real Game No Theory. See y'all tomorrow.
Don't be jinxing me, dog. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, it was pretty good today. Let's be grateful. Let's be grateful for that. Like, good connections today.
That's right.
Yep.
Right. So again, appreciate all y'all coming through. Justin, appreciate you, sir. Miles, appreciate you, sir. Everyone who called in, all the super chats, all the ladies. There was a few of y'all up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for providing your perspective in the live chat for the guys. Appreciate y'all. Tomorrow, Real Game No Theory. Peace.